Folks, welcome home. Here we are again at the Mighty Shakers in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, talking about some of the upcoming things for this beautiful season, which is right around the corner. And what season is that, Michaela?
Halloween season.
Halloween, our favorite time of year, though, quite frankly, as you said before, Halloween is
Our season.
our season, and it's all the time, really. We are no more haunted in October than we are in April. We are, of course, the most haunted bar in the entire country, and we're known for that for a reason. We're haunted. So we have a variety of things that are coming up, and here we are towards the latter stages of August, and it's the dog days of summer. It's a beautiful day outside, though a little bit damp at the moment. Nay, you might even say moist. It's raining. So aside from that, we have an entire summer series that is underway for another month and a half, 2 months probably, maybe a bit longer. Depends on old mom nature. But we have our second floor deck, which is gorgeous, where we continue to have our music series on Thursday nights with all sorts of crafty cocktails that go along with that. And then we have the Celestial Lounge all the way on the very top of the building, the tippy top. And that is one sexy little space, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So in my mind, there's really nothing more idyllic, and as much time as I've spent in the Caribbean, this is part of that, and then we brought in this kind of a Barcelona flair to it as well. So you are up there on the very top. 360-degree vistas of Milwaukee, which is a lot more interesting than you might think it is. And it is a dynamic little look up there on the lounges with these great little cocktails like the ones that Michaela is making. And it's as close to paradise as you are going to get in the Midwest, that is for sure. So along that theme, we got a couple things coming up in September.
Yeah.
So on the 18th, we have
the last rooftop dinner of the season. It's a wild game dinner with 4 courses.
4 courses, and not just a wild game, but I have an interesting spin on that. I've got 4 courses of potatoes, of Wisconsin potatoes. So, you might think, geez, more mashed potatoes or something, but they're not. We're doing some creative things. And there are just literally some phenomenal potatoes known nationally in the state of Wisconsin, and we're going to play with those. We also got some things out of New Zealand. We've got this wild red stag, and we've had great success doing that in the past.
Yes, we
And
have.
a variety of things. So I'm even kicking back and doing like a really fun little Vichy Soir for those people that I think need to experience something that they typically wouldn't get in Milwaukee. So a lovely leek, part of the onion family, and potato soup. It's chilled, and it just kind of opens their palate and sets a tone for the remarkable things that I will be manufacturing tonight and knocking out on the grills upstairs. And then after we get past September, which is always a busy time for us anyway, I would think in many ways it's the most beautiful month in the state of Wisconsin. Everything is changing. Wow, we start to bring in our leaves for inside, which is a kick all by itself. And that leads us into the entire series for October. So we're doing this film noir, horror noir film series on our rooftop decks. We have a major screen that's out there. It's just going to be a real fun little play. In the past, we've shot things in the buildings across the street. We might recapture some of that as well. We've hooked up with Dr. Destruction, the Dr. Destruction from Crimson Theater in Chicago. And the doctor's going to have a little play with some of these things. We have costuming taking place. You want to talk about that for a moment?
Yeah, so typically the staff would always dress up on Fridays and Saturdays, but we're encouraging everyone to do that this year. So we're including prizes, some fun things, just get everyone in the spirit of Halloween, because it's not just a weekend or a day here, it's definitely a whole month endeavor here at Shakers. Like you said, the leaves are brought in, there's pumpkins, but obviously we're haunted all year round. Nothing changes, nothing jumps out at you. It is our history through and through, but obviously people are more active and eager to experience spooky things in the spooky season. So we will have costume-themed nights, some parties. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and in addition to that, you're just going to be giving out prizes, kind of like an organic or spontaneous kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be a structured, I'm getting together with my girls.
Right.
I just got a wild thought right now. I want to dress up like this. I'm doing that. And if you're that person that night or one of those people,
yeah,
bonus for you, right?
And we're adding extra tour times as well, as those tend to book up lightning quick. So here's a good reminder to book your tours now on hangmantours.com, because they do sell out almost every single day of the month. And we have added extra times and they still book out.
You're absolutely correct about that. So, you don't want to be that guy or girl, standing outside on the other side of the ropes because you can't get in. And, this was your big date kind of thing, so you could jump into someone's arms. That ain't going to happen if you're standing outside. So you do want to schedule ahead of time, and we are doing as many as 12 tours on weekends in October, so there will be all sorts of additional time for you. But we also have our Airbnb upstairs, and we really don't use that in October because we are so darn busy. We have thousands of people, literally thousands, who come just for the ghost tours, not to mention for our magnificent foods here and the ambiance and everything else that goes on. So it's a very busy time, and we have a tendency to take everything, the focus, onto either September or November for our penthouse, the Dead Hooker's bedroom. You can find that on Airbnb, and you can certainly book that right now for September, which does have some openings, and as does November and onward. But you also see that there are some days that already are taken, so you should maximize your opportunity now while you still can, because a lot of people are not thinking about the haunted season like we are.
Yes.
So, I guess to kind of recap the last several months, we have had a very vibrant summer at Shakers, very, very vibrant. Yeah. Our autumn, it looks to be the same way. We have an awful lot of interest for things, whether that's corporate dinners, private affairs, just separate parties that are upstairs above and beyond the normal thing here. And we are busy, and I'm very thankful for that. And the time that we've gone and filmed in other places, Michaela was with when we filmed in New Orleans. And we are, Shakers is so far beyond what we encountered there. The vibrancy that's here, the energy that's here, the fact that we are busy with customers here, and they're not. So I'm thankful every day at what Shakers does and continues to do. And at this point, we have another push coming on with the COVID and the Delta portion of that. And I can't get away from this. COVID-19 is a real thing, and the Delta strain is a real thing, and people are going to die from this, and people will get sick. But it's imperative to me that you do find a way to live your life and enjoy your life. Merely living in your apartment or your house and not getting out for a year at a time, man, that's not living. So for me, you have to find a way to be sensible, be careful, wash your hands. If there was one good thing about the COVID, the entire pandemic push in the last year and a half, and the necessary mandates that went with that, I would go into restaurants and bars no matter where I went, and they were cleaner than I think I've ever seen them, ever. And for those places that have remained open and have a commitment to the public and to their staff, they have a much cleaner and better operation. And those, by the way, that have elected not to open up or to open like 1 or 2 days a week, I can't begin to understand how you can move a program forward, nor are you doing any benefit to your staff or to customers. There's no continuity.
Yeah.
And in business, you must have continuity. So we have a variety of things coming up. We also are going to bring back our Jam and Jerk popcorn for the movie series upstairs. That was one of my Babalu's products that we sold, frankly, internationally. That is going to be a killer for us. Yeah. We have a number of different dishes coming up with ghost chilies, especially on pizzas. So if you're thinking about sampling something that way, well, you're gonna get what you're looking for. And then our ghost water, man, we got ghost water. So who doesn't want a refreshing ghost water from the source, as they say? Folks, we hope to see you. And anything you want to finish up with?
I'm just super excited for Halloween. I hope you guys are too.
Cool. So thanks for taking the time to watch this, and we hope to see you at Shakers Cigar Bar in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Still only 90 miles from Chicago.
See you
Cheers.
guys soon.